Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shivakant Pathak here with you to see one important topic, rolling motion and kinetic energy of rolling motion in chapter system of particles and rotational motion. Right? Let us consider wheel disc. This is wheel in shape of disc. We are knowing this bullock cart, horse cart, their wheel is just like a disc, right? Whose center is given by C point, right? And when it's moved here on the surface, when it's moved here in this surface, so in that condition it's rolling motion. This is called rolling motion. In that condition, it's move forward and roll on the surface also. So it is combination of translational motion plus rotational motion. So this rolling motion is a combination of, what is a combination? Of translational motion and rotational motion. Translational motion means straight line motion. Straight line motion. Moving forward and rotate in the path also. This both can explained in two separate way. The first way we are going to explain the things. Let rolling motion is without sleeping. See very carefully. In that condition, what happened? See this point X. Here suppose this is point X. This point X is fixed with the plane. So it's move forward. And if VCM denotes velocity of center of mass. If VCM denotes velocity of center of mass. Clear? In that condition, this VCM also denotes translational motion. Why VCM is here translational motion? Why? Because see, VCM is the velocity of center of mass. If it does not sleep here on the surface, then the velocity of center of mass is velocity of whole wheel moving forward direction. So in that condition, velocity of center of mass is velocity of linear motion or translational motion. See, at this condition, when it's rotate, the axis of rotation passes through the center of mass and it is perpendicular to the plane. See the kite side of the plane in this direction. So axis of rotation is perpendicular to plane of disc. Let us consider a point. See here in the diagram, focus on the diagram here. Little zoom the diagram here in it. This point is, let this point is y. This is x, this is y. When it's rotate, see very carefully. Let this velocity of rotation at point y is v1. Let us consider a point P here. This point P The particle is let moving with velocity v2. Right? So this velocity v has a two component. One is see carefully, and horizontal component and vertical component. See, this horizontal component along this is equal to velocity of center of mass, that is translational motion, or we may say that velocity, right? And this is rotational velocity VR. So we may write here, see very carefully, velocity of point P is v2, and this v2 is a vector sum of its rotational component, linear component, translational component, plus its rotational component. It's clear? And it can be written in this form, right? Now see at point X. At point X. See very carefully, focus here on the diagram. When we come here at the point this, and without sleeping, if we consider, then this translational motion is forward and rolling motion is just opposite to that. Let capital R denotes the radius of a disk. In that condition, velocity of a center of mass, that is translational motion, is equal to, see here in this diagram, VCM is equal to R omega, where R is the radius, and it is represented by equation number 2. This equation number 2 can also be written as the essential condition. It is called essential condition for what? See very carefully, it is essential condition to roll disk without sleeping. So without sleep, it's want to roll here. So minimum velocity must be equal to R omega. Now see at top point, at point Y. In the diagram at the top, this is top position. See the position of a top here. What is the position of a top here? The velocity is a v1, so it is a sum of velocity of center of mass and translational motion. At top it's rotate plus R omega also. Since velocity of center of mass is also R omega, so it is R omega plus R omega is equal to 2R omega. So this is all about rolling motion. Now we are going to see about its kinetic energy. When a disk rotates, see very carefully, when disk rotates, this implies that it has both velocity, translational velocity and rotational velocity. So this implies that it has translational kinetic energy and rotational kinetic energy, right? So total kinetic energy is total kinetic energy is equal to translational kinetic energy plus rotational kinetic energy, and it can be represented by equation number 4. We are knowing that translational kinetic energy of a body is half mv square. This v square is linear velocity, is center of mass, vcm is this. It can be represented as equation number 5. And we know kinetic energy of rotation. It is also given by formula I, that is the moment of inertia, and square of the angular velocity of the disk, half I omega square. This is equation 6. In that condition, the kinetic energy total can be written as half m vcm whole square plus half I omega square, and it is represented by equation number 7. Since we know that velocity of center of mass, that is the translational velocity, is equal to r omega, this implies that omega is equal to vcm by r. Putting this value in above equation, one may write total kinetic energy is equal to half m vcm square plus half I vcm by r whole square. See carefully. So it can be written as half m velocity of center of mass plus I by 2r square vcm whole square. Right? Now we are knowing that one more formula, since moment of inertia I is equal to mk square, where k is a radius of a gyration. So putting this value here, half m velocity of center of mass whole square plus mk square by 2r square v cm square, this kinetic energy, total kinetic energy of rolling body is equal to this. I am solving this kinetic energy, total kinetic energy of rolling motion is equal to half m vcm square. When we take common, here becomes 1, and the remaining terms are here k square by r square. So this is the final formula, equation number 8, to represent kinetic energy of rolling bodies. So this is for today only. Thank you and have a nice day to all.